What's going on? So today I'm going to react to Steven Crowder and his altercation that he had with his wife. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving my unfiltered opinion on this because I'm going to just be honest with y'all. This ain't a good look, but
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
okay, so first things first, what we have here is they're obviously having some kind of disagreement or whatever. And I'm gonna preface this because I have to make this known. I'm not married, but I did grow up in a household where my parents argued a lot, and I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, so far, this doesn't really seem that bad. What we're looking at so far is him basically saying that because he believes that she's not doing wifely duties or whatever like that, he doesn't want her to take his car. Okay, so what has everybody up in roar, or going into this video, what we're looking for is he emotionally abusive? Is he verbally abusive to this woman? And as you can see, you know, I mean, so far, I mean, I haven't seen anything besides him being a dick, but you know, this is only the beginning of the video. So let's go.
American groceries. I'd be happy.
Steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's not unreasonable.
And you can see she's very pregnant right now, so just keep that in mind.
But I'll go do it. How about you first?
Very pregnant.
Hillary, how do you respect the man?
Yeah. How do you respect the man?
How do you man receive love of
Respect.
So he says, how do you respect the men? You know, when the mother comes back. So here we have, he's trying to present himself in these masculine talking points that we always hear people say, and it's like so far only thing I can say is that it so far, honestly, I'm gonna just be real. If you have to tell your chick, if you have to tell your chick to respect you like that in that particular way, then it might already just be a bad sign for you. I'm just saying.
No. How does a man No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
You're not taking the car.
Steven,
Really pregnant.
You are not.
then I will ask them to pick me up.
So he's telling her because she's not doing the things that he's asking her to do or whatever, wifely duties. He's setting a boundary. He's setting a boundary. He's saying, well, if you're not going to do this, then you can't take my car. So far, I'm gonna be honest with you. This does not sound like emotional abuse to me. And I grew up, like I said, in a household with parents that were fighting all the time. And like it wasn't really violent fights, but it was bad. And listen, like I'm being objective. I'm just being objective. So here now she's saying, well, if I can't take the car, then I'm gonna ask somebody to pick me up. Who would you like me to ask?
Who would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's no respect, Steven.
Get an Uber.
He told her to get an Uber.
Okay, Steven,
Jesus
I can't.
Christ.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends.
I will say one thing though. If you watch Steven Crowder's content and or his debates and how he goes back and forth, this isn't really that too surprising. it seems like he would be that person in real life. And I'm just gonna preface that and say that I actually like Steven Crowder. I think he's pretty cool and I think he provides valuable content. I think he's dope, but that doesn't mean I think he's perfect. And this is an example of what I mean.
I can't be home. You're gonna take the car and leave.
This is not what I would call alpha or supremely masculine. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
Oh boy. Now that's where I have a problem with what she did. Because, like I said, I'm not married, but that obviously they only have one car. So if they only have one car, that I'll be back when I'm back. If it's my car, I'm sorry. I'll be honest. I do understand why he would have a problem with that. I do. You're not gonna just be back when you gonna be back. Like, no. And I understand that you probably need some me time or whatever like that. So unless he's keeping you from doing that, then yeah, I mean, you can go however you go, but you're not gonna leave me here with no way to leave and just think that you just gonna be back when you're gonna be back, when I might need to do something. Especially in his position, because we know that if you follow him, they make a lot of money. So no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I don't think he's wrong on that. I genuinely don't.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
Doesn't work either.
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you're going to be back when I'm back?
Steven?
The only way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it. Or
The only way out of this is discipline and respect. My man laying down the law.
an impact.
We are at an impasse.
Good.
We are in an impasse. Oh boy.
Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand. You give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary, you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is
Did it look
discipline.
like she
respect.
still
You said,
picked up
then we're
the
gonna-
keys?
You give
Oh,
up
what
so
was that?
easily.
On the table.
You give up so easily. Yeah.
Steven.
Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand. You give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary, you give up
Right there.
respect. It's the only way out of
That's
it.
the
We're
keys
at
right
an
there.
impasse.
They got
We are
it.
at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
Steven.
Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand. You give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary,
Steven.
you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you.
Bruh,
but Steven,
I
Steven, you're
look, I'm just gonna be honest. Like I said, I don't think he's wrong on what he's saying, but like I said, he's not being particularly masculine. And the fact is, you also do gotta remember that this chick is pregnant. So if you know that going into it, then you like, good luck with the logic, buddy. Good luck.
he's sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is
Oh
sick.
boy.
Watch it.
Steven, your beast is sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is sick.
Trigger. You know, I do understand that because, what had if you saying that can be a trigger with somebody, because like, don't put that abuse label on me if I'm not abusing you or anything like that. And I can understand him getting mad, but at the same time, I'm objective and I'm nuanced, and I'm just saying, like, you listen.
We are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, you're
I don't know. You be honest. You can be honest in the comment section and let me know if I'm off, but I don't really think that's very genuine sounding. I think she's just saying it, as a de-escalation tactic or whatever like that. But that's just me.
beast is sick. Your beast
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Fucking watch it.
Whoa, Steven. Whoa. Jesus Christ. This is my thing, all right? It is kind of funny how you like how you gotta understand that these conservative people, these conservative content creators and commentators, they're people too, man. Like, boy, but I get it, man. You know, like sometimes when you arguing with your spouse, it get heated, but boy, this is a bad look.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to.
I respect her needs for space, but it's not like I'll get what I need you to get. That's not what it's about. It's entirely about me feeling constrained in my own house that I pay for. And I understand exactly why he feels like that. So I mean, if you want to go however you're gonna go. I'm just saying I understand why he's saying don't take the keys.
Just stuff engaging for a little bit. Okay? I love you.
The more you say that, the less I believe it.
I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem.
Ooh.
I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you can just be disciplined about it. You go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
Now, the one thing I will say, let me know in the comment section, because I do not understand what that put some gloves on comment means. And I've been watching this video over and over again, and I don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't want to assume. So I'm not quite going to say what I think, what my mind is hearing when he says that. But, you know, let me know what you think he means by that. I don't get it.
Hillary, you're right, Red and Past. Become disingenuous. More than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right. That's not fair. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
Now, I will say this. Women do need to understand that the majority of men will take your respect over love any day. So if you respect a man, that is much more valuable than you saying that you love him and, oh, I love you so much. I love you so much. Love is fleeting. Love can pass. Love can disappear. You can wake up and decide that you hate my stinking guts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that you need to understand. Don't tell me that you love me before and not respect me. And if we're just being honest on this video, it doesn't really seem like she respects him that much. Because if she did respect him, when he said you're not taking my car, it just wouldn't have been that big of an argument about it. That's the trick of these. That's the trick of looking and seeing and thinking that all these people are perfect and they have perfect households. But let's just be real. She doesn't really respect him that much. That's just my opinion.
Hillary, you're right, Red and Past. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary.
Now, I will say that we always talk about how men are supposed to keep their house in order and all that kind of stuff. And my thing is, when your wife isn't doing or behaving according to her plan, as someone who isn't married, I'm asking, how are you supposed to address it? Real question. How are you supposed to address it if your wife isn't doing what you want her to do according to your program? Because now this is the part where I hear him trying to have a conversation with her. And as you saw, she immediately wanted to disengage. How are you supposed to address this? Because what he's saying isn't wrong, but I think that there's a lot of nuance and context that's being left out and that has to be considered. Because at the same time, your wife is pregnant. And she looks really pregnant. And not just that, but on his side, if you know or have been following Steven Crowder, you know that around this time he was having some serious heart problems. He had a serious heart surgery. So on that hand, he was probably going through things, you know, as you can see, he's not in very good shape. So he's going through things that he's probably never experienced. So he's probably frustrated and angry with the world. And you see that kind of stuff all the time. They end up taking it out on their partners. And I don't think that that's justified. I'm just trying to bring nuance to a conversation. That's all. I just want to bring nuance to a conversation. But she's really pregnant. She's really pregnant. So I don't really think, I think if you have as much money as Steven Crowder, I don't think you should be asking your wife to be doing wifely duties per se. Hire a nanny. Hire somebody. Because she is, I mean, that is your kid that she's taking care of. But that's just me. What do I know?
Hillary, come on now.
I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to engage anymore.
Now, the problem that I have with this is because when he brings up a fair grievance, being worthy of a wife in his eyes, because he feels like she's not being worthy, then she wants to disengage. But the problem is because she's pregnant. She's pregnant. If this was under a normal circumstance, I would be like, she's wrong. That's how women do. They never want to engage when you confront them with the truth. But the problem is she's pregnant. She's literally pregnant. The things, the emotional stress, so she doesn't have the mental capacity to be dealing with that kind of, with logical assaults, man. Come on. Come on. I get it. I'm an INTP. That's how I think. I don't care about emotions and feelings, but you have to understand and have nuance to that. What do you think is going to happen? You so worried. You care more about getting your point across than you do actually like the well-being of your kids, which is the first thing that you said when you did the preemptive thing before you got on top of these videos is about the health of your children. So why are you trying to stress her out? It's just a real question.
I'm going to go. Text me what you need. I'll get you what you need.
I don't agree that you text me what you need. No, you can't take the car. You can't take the car. Find another way. You can do whatever you want to do, but you can't take the car. That's not unreasonable.
I love you. I'm committed.
Stop saying that. Jesus Christ.
To you?
So condescending.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not.
Now, okay, so he said it again. So now I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I haven't seen this video. Like I said, I knew what he was saying. I knew what he said. I don't know what he meant. Are you? Put on some gloves. What does that mean? What I hear when I hear put on some gloves, sorry, I'm a little black dude. I've grown up in black culture. I'm just saying, as a little black boy, and when we grew up, when you tell somebody to put some gloves on, that means I want a box. So I don't understand. So please correct me in the comment section, because one thing I do not want to do is be one of those people that slander or lie on people. So I'm not going to say what he said. I don't understand. Please let me know in the comment section. Please. And if you're still watching, shout out to you. I appreciate you.
I'm not trying to.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to it. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
Now, again, yeah, like I said, okay, so you can see that he's in very bad shape. So, yes, like I said, this is when he was going through his heart problems, right? Listen, y'all both are going through health struggles. I'm sorry. Why are you demanding that your pregnant wife walk the dogs? Hire somebody. That's what you have money for. That's literally what you have money for. Why else do you get money and earn money if not to provide at least the bare necessities of comfort? Come on.
You committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do what you think?
I'm gonna just
Walk the dog. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs? No, you take that in.
As Crowder heads aside, Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will F you up," at his pregnant wife Hillary, who then flees their home. I'm not going to comment on that because guess what? Let's just keep it real. That could be hearsay, she said. I don't know if that's real or not. This was taken from their ring cam. If it's not on this video, I'm not going to comment on it. It's not on the video. So, first things first is what I'm going to say. The first thing is that when I first saw the video, they split it up into two parts, half and half. And I first saw the first half. And so I was thinking, well, this isn't really emotional abuse. You know, I mean, he's kind of just being a dick to his pregnant wife. But then they released the second part. So now I've come to the conclusion that there needs to be more context to these conversations, because this is dangerous that we see this done all the time. How a bit of a conversation will get leaked. A bit of a conversation will get leaked, and it'll create a whole narrative that is not even true. Shout out to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Did that trial teach you guys nothing? Women will take these clips and they'll release these clips and do it to try to paint a narrative about a guy. So, with that being said, I'm not going to comment on anything else other than what I saw in the video, because we don't know what caused that argument. What did she do? What was she not doing? What was their life like? What was their relationship like? What were they going through? Anything? I don't know. We don't know anything. So I'm only going to comment on what's the video. And first, we have to define what emotional abuse is. Okay. Psychological abuse, often called emotional abuse, is a form of abuse characterized by a person subjecting or exposing another person to a behavior that may result in psychological trauma, including anxiety, chronic depression, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay. So based off what we saw in that video, was Steven Crowder emotionally abusive? Okay. The reason why I hesitate to put that label on things is because people are so quick to throw emotional abuse out all willy-nilly. They're too quick to throw it out there. And I'm just being honest. A lot of times, emotional abuse, according to the masses, could be you giving your partner the silent treatment, or you sleeping with your back turned, or you not wanting her to hang out with whores. You don't want your girl to hang out with whores. You tell her so. Or you don't want your girl to go out dressing like a slut, and you tell her so, and that's emotional abuse. Is it though? When I think of emotional abuse, I think of threatening. I think of bringing up traumas, past traumas, using dirt and information to manipulate and control. Those are the things I think of when I think of emotional abuse, to name a few. Was that what we saw? Well, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say that the vast majority of that video, I would call him being a dick. I would just say he's being an asshole. Is being an asshole a crime? No. No, it's not. Would I say he was being emotionally abusive? I don't know. Was that last part true? Did he tell his wife I will fuck you up? If he did, that's emotional abuse. Sorry. Based off of the video? Not really. You telling her to watch it? Was it a little intimidating? Yeah. But what did she say that what did he say that in response to? Her calling him abusive and sick. And this is why I think that this whole thing is just messy. This is messy. Like, let's just be for real. This is messy because whoever released this, they were doing this with a purpose. It was messy. And he knew this was probably going to come out, which is probably why he made that announcement. Was it a bad look? This was absolutely a bad look. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said earlier, I am a fan of Steven Crowder. I like Steven Crowder. I think he presents good arguments and he supports his arguments well. He's well thought out and he's a good debater. That's my opinion. I like Steven Crowder. But what I saw in that video, that was not a good look. That was not a good look. And we can sit up and blame people for extorting him and trying to blackmail him and do all that. We can blame people for all that. But if he never did the dirt in the first place, then there'd be nothing to expose. If he never did the dirt in the first place, they couldn't expose anything on him. One of the things I like about Kevin Samuels is that Kevin Samuels, regardless of what people said about him, there was no proof of any scandals, any violence, anything crazy. You have to make it up. Believe what you want, but you ain't got no facts. And this is Steven Crowder's mistake. These people often sit themselves on this pedestal. I hate to say it, but I'm going to tell the truth. It's unfiltered. They sit themselves on these pedestals because they're conservative and they have traditional values, but then they're human. They fall victim to their vices. And that's what we're looking at here. If he had never said those things to his wife, if he exercised more control, or if he got a better legal team to scrub this stuff off the internet or get it wiped out before they had a chance to utilize it, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. And that's why I think that there's a conversation for a bigger time, which is why we need to understand that the things that we do in private, that is our character. Your character is defined by the things that you do in private as well as in public. Your character is defined by the things that you do in private. How you move in private when nobody's looking. That's what's important. A lot of these people be faking, man. They faking. When the camera go on, they fake. But was his wife innocent? Or ex-wife? Was his ex-wife innocent? I'm gonna be honest. She wasn't. You could tell from that video that she doesn't respect him. If a woman doesn't respect you, it's only a matter of time before the relationship implodes. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. It was a bad look, man. First of all, what you need to do is get another car. Get another car. Get her a car. Or get yourself, well, I guess if he got her another car, I guess he gets to keep that one too. It just defeats the purpose of punishment. But let's just have a real conversation about that. I mean, does he have the right to discipline his wife? And whether he does or not, we can't just sit up and act like his wife is innocent in this. And if you really want to have a conversation about it, how did this stuff even get to the press? Somebody leaked this on Twitter. How did this get leaked? He's talking about that he had been keeping this under wraps and he had been trying to hide this to protect their kids, right? Their young kids. How did this get out? We know he didn't do it. If he says that somebody was going to use it as extortion, then guess what? Who does that point to? Who would have access to these ring cam footage? if you haven't noticed, ever since Steven Crowder made his announcement about the Daily Mail and they had their public feud or whatever, content creators on that side of YouTube have been having to take sides and all that kind of stuff. And what I've noticed is that usually when you do that kind of stuff, when you side with Trump, and when you go against certain things that happened over the last couple years, what we're looking at now is a Steven Crowder smear campaign. And they're just throwing mud. And guess what? This goes back to my point. If you don't do the dirt, they can't use it against you because now they have something credible that they can use against him. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. And if we're being honest, his wife probably leaked these to the media so that they can release it and tarnish his image because he said that they're going through a nasty divorce. This hurts him in a divorce. So him going through this publicly, these specific videos getting released, and there might be more, hell. This is insane. That's why I said it's dangerous. Because what we're looking at is people that will use and dig up any dirt that they can on you just because they don't agree with what you stand for. And these women that claim they love you, they will listen to that lawyer who's telling them to destroy you. One thing I've been noticing, man, especially like on all these different sectors of YouTube, man, the veil is coming off. Do you think that the wife leaked the videos? How else could they have gotten out? This is terrible for his divorce. If they're actively going through a nasty divorce, that is terrible for him. The worst thing that could have happened. The worst thing that could have happened. I just don't get it, man. It's like, Jesus. So you guys tell me, did Steven Crowder come out looking like an alpha champ, or is he an abusive monster? And, whew, boy. I'm JayyRedd Unfiltered. I'm signing out.